We have a crazy one for you today, folks. And in this video, I'm going to go over an article that has some crazy trades in there, one with the Atlanta Falcons and a giant one with the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll jump into it, as well as Jeff Risdon's mock draft and free agency pickups and cuts. But before we get into this video, if you think it's a real smart idea to take a handful of razor blades, throw it in your mouth, and swish it all around, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. So sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get scars on your face. Also, make sure you take that like button with you and let that bad boy get cut up. Let's get into today's Lions rumors. One of the first trades from this article from SportsNot is the Detroit Lions making a pretty big trade with the Atlanta Falcons. The Detroit Lions trade with Atlanta. We get Calvin Ridley, the wide receiver, the 8th pick, so we go from 2 to 8, and a 2023 third-round draft pick. Atlanta Falcons get the 2nd pick in the draft and probably get a edge rusher that they like. What do I think of this trade? First off, I think it's always a good idea to look for getting trades with any team in the NFL. I think it's always a sound idea. It's really important for the Detroit Lions to look that way in every single direction. Yes, we need help at wide receiver, and I think Calvin Ridley could help out the wide receiver core, obviously, for the Detroit Lions. With that said, I think this trade is extremely unlikely. Why would the Atlanta Falcons want to move up? They need many needs, just like the Detroit Lions, and I think for them to give up even a 2023 third-round pick just doesn't make a lot of sense for them. Just take the best player available for what they have. But, hey, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this trade? Let me know. Would you accept this trade if Atlanta called you up and said, we'll give you Calvin Ridley, we'll jump to the 2nd pick? Let me know in that comment section below. What do you guys think about this trade? Let's get into another big trade here. And this one is the same from the same website, but the Detroit Lions trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles get the 2nd pick in the draft. The Lions get pick 15, pick 16, pick 19. A massive trade. 3 first-round picks. With that said, you are falling all the way down to the 15th pick, 16th, and the blue-chip players are not going to be there. The Lions, though, they would get some quality players. Overall, it'd be 4 picks in the first round because you'd have the 32nd pick as well. Why would the Philadelphia Eagles want to move up all the way to the 2nd pick? In all honesty, I don't think they would want to. Again, they can just sit there and select the players that are there at the position of need. They need a lot of players as well. They're not a team that is absolutely ready to compete for a Super Bowl right now, so just take the players. You could get a Drake London and a Kobe Dean. That would be an option for them. But for the Lions, man, that would be a hard trade to pass up, because we're talking about you're able to get all these players in this trade. I mean, you get, like I was just saying, you can get into Kobe Dean. You can get everything there that would help the team out from a linebacker perspective. You're getting all sorts of help, and that would be great for the Detroit Lions. It'd be hard to pass on this trade. It would be very difficult for me to do such a thing. I would be enticed to do it. I think to 3 first-round picks for 1, yeah, you're not getting the blue-chip guy, but man, you're solidifying a lot of this team in one trade. We're going to go ahead and jump to Jeff Risdon's free agency, and he's going to start with the cuts here. And in these cuts, he has the Detroit Lions cutting Will Harris, saving some money, Trey Flowers, saving some money, and Logan Stenberg. Interestingly enough, I talked about this in a previous video. I said that those 3 players would get cut, those exact 3 players. Also, he has Big V doing a restructure, in which I definitely could see that happening, because Big V has done a phenomenal job I believe, so far this past season. Yeah, the first year with the Lions wasn't that good, but he was a really strong point for the Lions offensive line. If you ask Lions great Lomas Brown, he said he was the best offensive lineman for the Detroit Lions this past year. So I think you might as well keep him for the longer haul, and a restructure will do that. It's going to save some money, but at the same time, if he's going to be a Detroit Lion for a little bit longer, I don't think that's a big deal, in my opinion. But he also has players for the Detroit Lions to sign. Let's get into these players. He has the Detroit Lions signing safety Marcus Williams from the New Orleans Saints. Talked about him endlessly. I think it seems to be near lock that the Lions are going to target him and probably get him. Linebacker DeVondre Campbell, I talked about him in a previous video as well, from the Green Bay Packers. He would help solidify that core. I think he would really help this team out in a big way. The Rams defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph-Day, getting help in the interior a little bit more. Edge Derek Barnett, I thought this was an interesting one. He's a younger player. Bring him in kind of like a Christian Jones we did last year. Anthony Walker, linebacker, for a backup role. DeShon Elliott, safety, again, for building the depth there. Tight end Gerald Everett and Zach Pascal, the wide receiver. Some of these guys are just depth guys, and I think that's exactly kind of what you would have there. Before we get into the next slide, make sure you guys like and get those likes up to 300 likes. Let's talk about it. I think the safety Marcus Williams definitely is a good pick there, no doubt about it. And I think getting DeVondre Campbell would help out the Lions. I think the Derek Barnett would be interesting. It may cost a pretty penny, though, to get him. I don't know how much the Lions are willing to spend, but that could be another guy, another flyer the Lions could look at. Let's go ahead and look at his mock draft really quick. In Jeff Risdon's mock draft, he has the Detroit Lions taking Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan. It's between him or Kayvon Thibodeau, or Kyle Hamilton. You could throw him in there, but it's the same players that we've seen so far in this. 32, Jameson Williams, wide receiver. Again, injury right at the end of the year. He, to me, could be a boom or bust player. If he comes back fully healthy, he's a major boom. This guy is the most explosive wide receiver in this year's draft. Lions need help at wide receiver. It would definitely do a good part to get him. But if he doesn't get healthy, it can hurt the Detroit Lions. Jalen Pitre, the defensive back, getting assault. We need help in the secondary for sure, and a guy of his nature to help out the back end would be a good move. Sky Moore, talked about him as well, wide receiver. A good piece for the Detroit Lions, could be a prospect they look at, doubling up on wide receiver. Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end. Man, taking a tight end this early would be difficult for me to want to jump on that. I think there's a lot of quality tight ends you can get in the 5th and 6th round as well. Understand it, though. Skylar Thompson, quarterback, in the 5th round. I actually had him in my last mock draft in the 7th round. He could be moving up due to his ability of showing out here in the NFL Combine this week. Alec Lindstrom, the guard. I can understand the Lions going guard for sure. Backup. Always need a backup there. I'm not going to complain about that. Getting Jacoby Durant, the cornerback, another guy that you can develop in the back end, just like in my last mock draft. Had that as well. Dominique Robertson, edge. I probably would like to see a little more linebacker here. I think we went edge earlier. Why not get a linebacker? I think potentially go linebacker in the 2nd round over Pitre. That's possible, but understand it. And Ifeanyi Marin, the defensive tackle here. I have no problem getting the defensive tackle in the 7th round, but again, we drafted 2 last year. We got 1 in free agency. Probably would, again, maybe another linebacker. Not seeing any linebackers in this draft, and I think that is something that can hurt the Detroit Lions in a big way. I think the Lions need help at linebacker, and I think they need to double up in this year's draft. So I think that's my only complaint about the mock draft. We need linebacker bad, and I think that's a major weakness for the Detroit Lions. But what do you guys think about this mock draft? Let me know in the comment section below. Grade this mock draft A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know. Do the pluses, do the negatives. If you love it, explain why you love it. If you hate it, explain why you hate it. Make sure you check out Jeff Risdon on LionsWire. The article will be in the description. It's very interesting to say the least, because he does have a good perception of what's going on with the Detroit Lions. But let me know about your grade for this mock draft. Overall, when I look through everything from what Risdon did in this article, I definitely approve of the free agency. I think that's definitely good to go there. The re-signs and the cuts is the same page that I'm on there, so I have no doubt about it. The draft, again, just like I was saying, I think getting linebacker would have helped out in a big way. But you want to know what else helps out in a big way? Making money. Go to chatsports.com/LionsBets. Bet on some NBA games. Make a little bit of money. Do $5 bets. Don't need to do $1,000 bets. Don't bet on the Pistons winning it all. I think that would not be smart. But if you put in the code Lions125, you get a 125% deposit bonus. A great way to make some extra cash. Also, we have the upcoming videos. I got a video dropping tomorrow, like I do every single Tuesday. Wednesday as well, got a video dropping for you guys. Thursday, we got the One Pride podcast. We talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And, hey, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,600 subscribers. You can follow me on the social media sites, Twitter, Lions Nation Unite, and Facebook. With that said, folks, I'm going to leave you with the greatest words ever told. Adios.